So this is Manuel Timudo. So let's talk about core components of virtual machine and how to leverage visualization in a business setting. Imagine running multiple computers in a single computer, with each having its own operating system, its own CPU, storage, etc. That is what a virtual machine does. So a virtual machine gives you the ability to operate multiple computers in a in an host system which works as which and each computer working differently and isolated from the main system while maintaining your apps, your resources, and your files. Core components of virtual machine can be the first and most important is the hypervisor. Without the hypervisor, there will be no virtual machine. And the hypervisor is the software layer that gives you the room to to install and run your virtual machine. Hypervisors are two. You have the type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is the bare metal. This one, you install your OS on it. You install your OS directly on it. There's no need to have any guest or host OS for it to run. Example of that is the Microsoft Hyper-V. Then number two, you have the type 2. The type 2 hypervisor is the host base. It runs on an already running operating system, but it's isolated from your operating system. And this type of hypervisor you can find when you want to install your VirtualBox or your VM workstation. The second one is the CPU. CPU is typically the brain of the system. Helps you to run, do memory calculations and all that. It's the same as your physical system. You also have it in your virtual machine. It's called a V CPU. You have your storage, your RAM, your SSD, your HDD, whatever you can find and install. It's called VHD, all right, for virtual machines. And then lastly, you have your VNIC, which is your network interface card, but virtual, that you can set up and run on your operating system. Now let's look at leveraging this. Let's look at leveraging visualization in business setting. Visualization is actually one of the major reasons why a lot of people work remotely. It helps to to streamline workflow, it helps to reduce bottleneck, it helps to reduce cost as well, which is the most important aspect of it. Cost in the sense that before now, companies would have to buy all the hardware components they need. But with the advent of IaaS, infrastructure as a service, hardware of SaaS and all that, you can run your company virtually, leveraging of visualization technology. It reduces cost, it helps to streamline workflow, and it helps to it helps the IT department to leverage more on security than focusing on setups. Because when you leverage on visualization in your company, you'll be able to you'll be able to plug and play into different system, and it saves cost as well. In sense, it saves cost as well, that it helps you to pay for only what you use when you're running on a SaaS technology, for example. And then you can also decide to use your hybrid system for some who needs to maintain a private resource of who needs to maintain private resource and file, and also use public cloud. So you can leverage on both. You are not restricted, you are not constrained. It helps for scalability. You can downsize as the need as the need arises, and you can also upscale when needed. So leveraging virtualization in a business setting cannot be overemphasized. It is important and it is needed. Thank you very much and stay blessed.